Hello everyone, this is Travis from TravisGetsCreative, and I am here with another WIP Chat for you all on this wonderful Sunday morning. Currently it is 8:25 a.m. and it is a lovely 67 degrees Fahrenheit here. But yeah, I think it's going to get a little bit warmer in the afternoon. Of course, because we're still in August. For anyone wondering, today is August 28th, and I am in Southern Oregon. This WIP Chat is going to serve two purposes. One, I'm still working on the Elephant and the Dream from Diamond Art Club. As you can see, I have a couple sections here. There are 3 remaining, but I'm probably just going to focus on this one for right now, or for the purpose of this video. The other thing that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be answering the questions for the craftytag. Shaz from Pencil Designs sort of suggested that I do this tag. So I am going to be answering the questions here, and at the end of it I will be tagging 3 more people to complete the questions on their own channels. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get this plastic up, and I can get started. Looks like I didn't succeed very well in that section. So I will have to go back with my cutter to go through the washi tape again. See if that helped. There we go. Sometimes it just needs a little help. So I am recording on an old iPod Touch as well as my usual camera. So hopefully I won't have any sound issues this time. For those of you that follow me on Twitter, you will have seen that I recorded a 40-minute WIP Chat about a week and a half ago, and I went in to edit it and add my graphics and everything, and I discovered that it recorded video, but it didn't record any audio. So hopefully with the iPod Touch and the other camera, I'll be more covered if there's an issue. Let us see, got my tray here. I'm using my lovely NYX's Notions tray. This is the shrimp boat. This is the shrimp boat that I won in the June Pride event, and it's quickly become my favorite tray. I have ordered more from NYX, more trays from NYX, but as of right now, yeah, this is the one I reach to the most frequently. I think I'm going to start with those dashes. Right. I won't show you all of them, but this one here is DMT number 820. And it's that less than symbol. So let's see, the question is, when did you start crafting and why? My mother was a very crafty person, so I think I did a lot of it as a child. I don't know, do you consider building random things with Legos crafty? I do. So I used to build stuff with Legos all the time. And then as I grew older, I kind of got into scrapbooking. I would scrapbook with her. So I got into photography and scrapbooking at the same time as she did, pretty much. And that's something we would do together while we were watching television. Or that's pretty much it, when we were watching television. Or if one of her friends came over. And then I kind of gave it up for a while. I just got busy with life in high school and everything. I've never been a person that's been very good at drawing, so I kind of lost confidence in my art skills pretty early on, even though I enjoyed art. And I essentially gave it up. I would do little crafting projects on occasion for school. So yes, I kind of moved away from crafting except for the occasional school project. And then in 2010, I became severely depressed. I just up and quit my job because I couldn't work. Was having panic attacks when I tried to go to work. I became extremely suicidal and had to check myself into a psychiatric hospital for my own safety and to get some guidance and help on how to cope with everything. And a few years later, I ended up moving to Washington State because my depression was still really severe and I was still struggling a lot. And I got into art journaling. And I mean, it didn't cure my depression, but it did help me have something to kind of focus on. So for those of you that remember this channel before it became Travis Gets Creative, I used to be known as Art Journal Guy, and I would do art journaling, really just random painting. Started getting into watercolor a lot, using a gel printing plate. Just a lot of different things to try to help me cope with my depression. But what happened is after a while I just became really burnt out from all of that. And even today I still kind of lack the motivation for art journaling and painting and stuff like that. So my friend Laura, Anxiety Art Adventures, had recommended diamond painting to me. And I want to say it was 2019. No, that's not right. It was probably 2020. And I bought a kit, and the depression really got me down, and I ended up moving, and I ended up throwing the kit away because it had some damage done to it during the move. And I just wasn't feeling the canvas at the time. So I threw it away and gave up on diamond painting. And then about, I want to say it was maybe June. For those that don't know me, I'm not good with dates. So I want to say it was June or July. Could have been May. I started getting back into YouTube and watching diamond painting channels, especially Laura's channel, and I decided to get back into diamond painting, so I ordered a couple kits from Diamond Art Club, one of which is The Elephant and the Dream, which I'm working on right now, and I've really been enjoying it this time around. Still struggling with the depression and anxiety, but at least this gives me something to focus on. It gets me out of bed so I'm not laying in bed all day. Helps me interact with people online so I'm not totally isolated anymore. So I think it's been pretty good for me. And that is how I got into crafting. Kind of a long way to answer that question, but for those that don't know, there you go. Now you know a little bit more about me. Question 2. What is the earliest memory of crafting that you have? I actually remember in the first grade, my mother and I went to Michael's. Well, I assume it was Michael's. I don't remember the shopping trip or anything. But I remember getting a kit where you could make a reindeer necklace. So it had a bell in it, and it had pieces of felt and those googly eyes and one of those red pom-poms for a nose. And she helped me put it together. And by help me, I mean she pretty much did it while I stood there and watched. And then I gave that to my kindergarten teacher for Christmas that year. So that's my first memory, even though I didn't do the project on my own, or probably much at all since I was so little. That is my first memory of crafting that I have. Yep, it's upside down. This is awkward. I have the camera right there, so I'm trying not to block it with my hand. Anyway, let's see. Question number 3. What is your favorite type of craft? Well, right now I would say diamond painting, but I do still want to do art journaling. I just am not into it right now for some reason. So hopefully I'll get back around to that. But right now it would be diamond painting. Number 4, best completion so far this year. I would probably have to say it would be the Naked Man from Rude, Crude, and Nude. That's an event that's been going on this month. I can't show you a picture of it because it's a naked man, and I don't want my channel to get deleted. But if you go to the Rude, Crude, and Nude event group on Facebook, you can see it there. And the reason that is my favorite is just because I had a lot of fun with it. I'm not the type of person that does naked paintings and stuff like that, so it was just completely different for me, and I enjoyed it. And yeah, I don't really know what else to say, but I just enjoyed the process of doing it. So that's that. Number 5, best item purchased so far this year. Ooh, that's a tough one because I've purchased some awesome diamond paintings. Okay, sorry for the silence, but I was just thinking about it. I think my favorite purchase this year is the Prince of Darkness diamond painting that I bought from Uniquely Yours Down Under. It's by Rose Prophet, the artist, and it is a wonderful piece of art. I don't have the diamond painting yet because of lockdown issues in China, but hopefully it'll be here soon because I'm planning on using that canvas for drills and chills. And the reason it's my favorite is because it's a diamond painting of a male subject rather than a female subject or a landscape, whatever is most common on sites like Craftably and Diamond Art Club and all those. it's nice to find diamond paintings with male subjects because they're a little bit rare. And this is licensed artwork, so it's not a Marvel or Disney character. It's something unique that was created by Rose Prophet. And to be honest, I haven't really seen it anywhere, which is a shame because it's a wonderful piece of art. I will try to remember to post a photo of it and a link to the website so that you can find out more about it if you're interested. Let's see. Number 6, name something craft related that you want to buy in the future. Well, right now, the way I have my setup is I have I think it's like a 6 feet long folding table. And it's great for the space I have, but I'm thinking a drafting table might work a little bit better when it comes to diamond painting. So I'm kind of thinking about that. What craft are you most looking forward to working on later this year? I'm really excited for the Doctor Who event in November. I purchased a canvas from Rose Prophet that I'm going to be working on, and I'm really just looking forward to celebrating Doctor Who. It's something that I discovered in my depression, and I started watching all of New Who, and I kind of binge watched through all of the new seasons and then caught up and started watching the new seasons as they were released on television through BBC America, and I've really have been enjoying the seasons. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to working on the Silence for the Doctor Who event. I'm going to try to add some white ABs in. Question 8, biggest crafting surprise. The biggest crafting surprise... Oh, that's a tough one to answer. Okay, I thought about it a little more. I guess the biggest crafting surprise would be that there are decent quality canvases available on Amazon. As the craft hobby, however you want to classify it, as it becomes more and more popular, you're starting to see more budget-friendly canvases of decent quality at worst and good quality at best be released, and I've had really good luck with the canvases that I've been buying on Amazon. I'm a little wary of the artwork and the licensing, so that's something they could work on going forward, but the quality seems to be really good, and that does surprise me. Even the canvas that I purchased on AliExpress was a pretty good canvas. The only thing with that one is that it was double-sided adhesive, and it has a few popping drills in places. So, definitely not a fan of double-sided adhesive. I prefer poured glue. But, what are you gonna do? Sometimes when you want to do events, you just have to get the canvases that match the theme, and that might mean you have to create a canvas yourself through a custom, or you might have to add your own AB drills or special drills to it. You just kind of have to go with the flow and do your thing and make it how you want it to be. Question 9, biggest crafting disappointment. I kind of touched on this in the last question, but it's going to be double-sided adhesive. With how popular the craft is, I'm surprised companies are still using double-sided adhesive. I'm sure it's cheaper to produce, and I don't know if it takes less time, because I'm sure the glue in poured glue needs some curing time before you can slap the plastic down on it. So that's probably a factor, but double-sided adhesive, I just don't see a need for it when poured glue is so great. With that being said, though, I'm glad there are companies that give people the option, like Uniquely Yours Down Under. You can order poured glue, or you can order double-sided adhesive. So there's nothing wrong with having the option, I guess, for those that do want it. I would just prefer to stick with poured glue. Question number 10, favorite craft supplier. If I were talking about art journaling supplies, it would be the Dina Wakley media line from Ranger Ink. If I'm talking about diamond painting supplies, or anything like that, I really enjoy my trays from Nix's Notions. I like my pens from Patriotic Team and Custom Diamond Painting Pens by TJ. In terms of canvases, I've only worked on Diamond Art Club, but I'm slowly venturing out into other companies, like Craftably and Uniquely Yours Down Under. So I would probably, where'd the drill go? I would probably say Diamond Art Club just because I'm the most familiar with it, and they do release some wonderful licensed artwork. Question 11. What crafting tool would you not want to be without? I'm gonna refer you back to this tray. I really love the shrimp boat. It's the perfect size for me. I can hold it in my hand. It lines up the drills wonderfully. Sorry, I was kind of off the mark there. Yeah, it lines up the drills perfectly. I don't have many issues of drills sticking or not coming out when I dump them back into the container. They seem to be very well made. They're durable. So, Nix's Notions trays, especially her shrimp boat. And this one is extra special because I won it in Christopher and Angie's Pride event, and I am gay, so it has extra special meaning for me. Let's see. Question number 12. What is your go-to drink when crafting? I'm kind of a soda head, so anything from Coke or Pepsi to Sprite, whatever I'm feeling at the moment. In the winter, I'm sure it's going to be hot coffee. In the past few months, with it being so hot here, it's either been soda or iced tea. Whoops. Soda or iced tea. Both are enjoyable. I've been trying to drink herbal tea to cut down on caffeine consumption. So that's another reason I've been drinking more tea. But sometimes you just need some caffeine. And soda and iced tea just taste so good. The thing I like about iced tea is that I get the unsweetened kind, and then I can add my own sugar. So I make sure it's not nearly as sweet as sweetened tea would be if you ordered it at a restaurant. Question 13. What do you like to listen to whilst crafting? Lately I've been enjoying listening to the people in the room inside Rose Prophet's diamond painting group on Facebook. It's actually her art group, Art of Rose Prophet. I'll put a link in the description below for that so that you can join in if you are interested. There are times where I just want to listen to music, so I will do that. Other times I want to have the television or Netflix or something playing a show, just so I have something familiar to listen to. Question 14. What other hobbies, interests do you have? There I go, hitting the camera again. Other hobbies and interests. Well, I would say art journaling, watercolor painting. I enjoy writing stories even though I'm not very good at it, but it's just a creative outlet for me. That's pretty much it at the moment. What craft activities would you love to try but haven't, and why? I would like to do acrylic pouring. That looks really fun. If not very messy. So definitely acrylic pouring. Let's see, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that comes to mind. But right now nothing is, so I'm just going to go ahead and move on. Is that an E or an F? F, okay. That's what I was hoping. Question 16. If I looked in your bag, satchel, rucksack, would there be evidence that you're a crafter? I would say no, because I don't usually carry any kind of bag around with me. All of my diamond painting stuff has its place in my bedroom, but there's nothing that I carry around with me that would give that away. Question 17. What craft-related item do you have far too much of? Definitely acrylic paint. Going back to art journaling, I have so much paint. I have like 100 bottles of craft paint. I have jars of artist grade paint. I have tubes of student grade paint from Michaels. I have multiple pans of watercolor. So yeah, it's definitely going to be paint. I have so much paint that it's going to take me forever to go through it. Alright, for some reason my computer ran out of space, so it stopped the main video recording, so now we are on my iPod camera finishing this up. I just went too long, so I will try to hurry to finish the rest of these questions. What craft-related item do you enjoy collecting? I enjoy collecting diamond painting putty. It's at an affordable price. There's a lot of different companies that make it, especially the ones that have scents. They usually smell pretty good. And it's something that's not going to go bad like in a month. So you can hang on to it for quite a while and always have some in your stash when you need it. 19. What is your top crafting tip? In terms of diamond painting, I would say don't listen to all the hype about rounds versus squares. Just try both and see what you personally like, because I was turned off from squares for a long time. I say a long time, it's really just like a couple months, but I was hesitant to try squares because I knew a lot of people didn't like them, and now that I am doing squares, I actually really enjoy it. So my tip is not to take other people's advice as the correct way to do things. You really need to try the craft for yourself to find out whether or not you like it. Number 20. If people enjoy your content, what other channels should they check out? Probably anything to do with diamond painting, of course. So Diamond Grandma, Laura from Anxiety Art Adventures, Jenny and Rose from Uniquely Yours Down Under, the creative Chris, Christopher Colassa, Angie's Diamond Painting Adventures. I'll try to link all of that stuff below. Yeah, I think that's it. I am going to tag Jeremy from JTMJ Crafts. He's another channel you should check out, by the way. He does a lot of really cool stuff. Chris from the Creative Chris, that's his channel name on YouTube. And Laura from Anxiety Art Adventures. So I'm tagging those three people. I am also tagging anyone that's watching this video that is interested in taking part. So you can say I tagged you when you record your own video. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm sorry this video went so long. If you have any questions for me, please leave them in the comments below. Please like this video if you liked it, subscribe, and click the notification bell to get notified when I upload more videos. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful week, and fall is almost here, so stay strong through the warm months and we will get through it. Alright, bye.